What up, what up, what up? It's that time again, and it's another Day Talk with your friend here, Julian the Voice, with Trust the Plus, again, where the word and life come together. And so today's verse that we're going to turn around and go over is Luke 2, 9 and 10, right? And it says, "An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, 'Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people.'" The narration is that it's the story of the angel coming to the shepherds, right? It's towards Bethlehem. It's announcing the birth of Jesus, right? And that was spread throughout, preparing everybody for the coming of the Messiah, right? It's good news, right? It's great joy for all the people. It's signifying the arrival. Again, there's a birth, and everybody felt it, right? If you watch stuff like shows and stuff, it's all alluded that everyone felt that there was this coming, there was this shift, right? The salvation, the hope for everyone, right? And that's the point. That's the point, right? The joy of the Lord, the good news, right? The gospel, Jesus, right? It's a universal message that's for everybody, right? So it doesn't matter where your past was. It doesn't matter where you started off at. Whether you were a liar like I was, amongst other things, right? Whether you turn around, you came from recently being incarcerated, right? You used to turn around and be an addict. The message of God's love, right, which is the good news for everybody, right, is for everybody. It's meant to be heard, right? It's not an exclusive club, right? Jesus died for all, so that they may have life, right? And so all we have to do is just turn towards that life, turn towards that hope, turn towards that salvation. What you were dealing with died on that cross that day, right? That means you can come back from it. You can come back from it. But the key word is the willingness, right? Because coming back from it, right, means ultimately a joy and peace. And there's some people who don't know what joy and peace looks like in their life, right? Who feel like they don't deserve it. There's some people with survivor's remorse. There's some people with guilt. Right? There's some people who've seen so much bad that they don't believe that there can be good, right? Don't be discouraged. You have joy and peace. You can have that now. And again, that joy and peace does not mean that bad things won't tend to happen. Situations won't occur, right? But it means that you have a love through God, the love that you receive, that no matter what it is that you're facing, right, you can stand tall on that love. You can know that there's still more, there's still greater, right? That this is not the end all. Right? Your situation is not forever. It will change. Your circumstances will not defeat you. You will get victory, right? Now, of course, that time frame might be different for everybody, but of course, it also depends on how much you believe it. We got to believe it, right? God's grace is to everyone, right? It's shown in here that the angel came to the shepherds. The shepherds at this point in time in this passage, right, would have been considered the lowliest of people, right? They would be the last people anybody would think of that God would care about, right? That's how bottom of the totem pole they were, right? It's the reason why Jesus turns around and considers himself as a shepherd, right? Again, humble nature of it. It was the least of. And I say that because God cares about the least of. So God is going to go just as hard for the person on the street as he would for the person on the stage. It's going to go just as hard as the family with 6 to 7 miles. Sorry, that's my phone kind of going off. With 6 to 7 mouths to feed, right, in a one-bedroom apartment, as it would for the person in the condo. But again, a willingness to turn to that, to turn around and receive the good news. See, those shepherds received the good news, right? And that made the difference. So it's not enough just to hear it. You have to receive it. You got to believe it. What's the worst that can happen? We believe in all kinds of other stuff. We believe that oxygen is supposed to turn around and be for us, right? We believe in half the things that we turn around and eat, right? We believe in, look at this time period, it's December, right? Still believing in Santa Claus and the Christmas spirit and everything like that, right? Despite the latter of knowing the truths behind different things, right? So let's believe in something that's really going to turn around and change our lives. That'll really move us towards something greater. that'll bring that joy and peace that we are missing throughout our lives, especially in time periods such as this, where everything wants to try and throw sorrow and defeat at us. So that's what I turn around and encourage. And of course, again, it's a daily journey, right? So there might be some of you turn around and hear me and be like, I hear what you're saying, but that's rubbish. That's okay, right? Pray on it. Ask God for that joy and that peace. Willingly look for it. Seek it. Find out how to receive it, right? Because even the very nature of us being able to do that, God helps us with. Feel bad if that's where your mindset is at. But don't sit there, right? Not when the good news is offered and shared and it's right there. All you gotta do is claim it. Right? So that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll catch you on the next Day Talk. And remember, no mess, no fuss. Always trust the plus. Catch y'all later. Peace.